I don't know because I understand some words, but in many of these, make a broke when you talking. You understand me?
Yes, I do understand you. Is this better?
Yes, it's better.
Okay, okay. Um, Unfortunately, sometimes when I use the my special technology, my screen reader, um, it gives me problems with speech. So forgive me, but I think I have fixed it.
Okay.
So now that we are live, um, I want to ask, how are you?
Sorry.
How are you?
How are you? I'm Colombia.
No, how are you?
How are you? 33 years old. How
How are
are
you?
you? I'm fine.
En
Sorry.
español, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, estoy bien. I'm fine.
Good, good. Okay. All right. So we will see if anyone else comes. And so you are from Colombia?
Me? Yes, I'm from
Yes.
Colombia.
Is it hot in Colombia?
For this time of the year is hot, but here in Bogota, this Bogota is the capital of Colombia, from Colombia. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the weather is cold all the time, all the major time in the year. You know,
Uh-huh. I see. Okay.
but right now we can say that we are in sun weather.
Sunny
Yeah,
weather?
sunny weather. Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe.
Okay, good. Good. All right. I'm trying to see if we have been joined by anyone else. We had 4 reservations today. Um,
As you can see, I don't know if you can see that here because we have three new
oh, yes, I
here.
do see.
Or
Okay. Okay. Hello, Roxana?
Hello, hello. Welcome.
How are you?
I'm pretty well, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. I'm sorry to start late. I was having a technical problem.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry.
Thank you. Ah, Igor, let the torture begin.
For
How are
sure.
you, Igor?
I'm fine. Is it your first lesson?
No, I had a class on Tuesday.
How did it go?
It went pretty well. I was very nervous, but it went pretty well.
Well, you get accustomed to this very quickly, I think. So no problem.
Yes, yes.
I'm really glad to see you teaching.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. It's nice to finally meet you.
By the way, uh, if I may, there is a suggestion there.
Please.
When I was watching from the sidelines, like YouTube, their screen was keeping on switching to whoever was speaking.
Oh, mercy. I forgot to pin myself. Just a second.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let me see if I can take care of
Just,
that.
just click on your panel.
Yeah.
That will be alright.
Let me see. That is always a little bit tricky. No,
That's just
I don't want to click I don't want to put you on the main screen. I want to put myself on the main screen.
Click on your file on your square.
Yeah, I can't see my square, so I have to use a keyboard command to do it. So give me 1 second. Jeez. Thank you for letting me know.
It was my pleasure. No problem. You're welcome.
I did, I did this correctly last time, and I was so focused on being late that I forgot. Okay, let's move on. So I have greeted Roxana. I have greeted Igor. I see Victor is here.
Yes.
How are you?
Fine. We told later at the beginning of the class.
It was you. Okay, I did not catch your name. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't worry, don't worry.
So I need to greet Anatoly. Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I am fine as well. Thank you. Igor, did I clicked it. Did it work?
I don't know, sorry. I'm right now in the class, so I can't
Oh,
see.
I see. Okay, it only shows for YouTube. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Juan Carlos. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome
It's
to
my
class.
first time. Thank you.
Your first time on Verbling?
Thank you.
Is it your first time on Verbling today? Juan Carlos, is this your first day on Verbling?
Yes. And
Okay, welcome to Verbling. And see if I want to see if I missed anyone. Don't think so. So we got Igor. Yes, we got. And okay, good. So we can get started. All right. So, does anyone know what the word morphology means?
The way
Morphology.
I think morphology is about the way you create new words, like an adjective from a noun or a verbal noun from a verb. It's kind of like that.
Yes, that's very close. Very close.
Or maybe it's about the verse roots, like the root of the word. Their I don't know. Their origins.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So morphology, morph means form. And ology. Sorry. Yes, morph means form, and ology
Science.
means study of. And I am using Google Chat, the Google Chat, because I am having trouble accessing the Verblink chat tonight. So can everyone see what I am typing?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. Oh gosh. And okay, so morphology is the study of how words are made. So in every language, we have every language has different ways to form or make words. And what we will focus on tonight is making words by changing the ending, changing the endings of them. So, all right. So I am going to share my screen. I'm going to ask you to read for me.
Yes, this is my real name, Igor. From Colombia.
I'm sorry?
Igor is asking to me.
There we go. Okay. Can everyone see that?
Yes, we can.
Oops. Wait a minute. All right. Excuse me, Roxana, can you read where it says nouns for things, please?
Okay. Nouns for things, meant, iti, nes, shem.
Mm-hmm. Yes. These are common endings that we use in English for nouns. I should also make sure, does everyone know what a noun is?
No, I don't know what is a noun.
Okay, good. So we will check that first. So a noun is the simple definition is person, place, or thing. But we also have nouns that are not things or people or places. We have nouns that are feelings, like we have nouns that are feelings or ideas or thoughts. Okay, so so for example, can Igor, can you give me an example of a noun that is a person?
A person?
Huh?
Like an heir? Fortune teller.
Fortune teller. Okay.
Asker, I think you can say asker.
Okay, Roxana, can you give me an example of a noun that is a place?
A place, it might be a room, street, square.
Okay, let's use street. Street. Okay. And a thing. Juan Carlos, can you give me the name of a thing, please? Or did he leave us?
Juan Carlos got.
Oh, okay. Then
Wait.
Victor. Wait.
Yes.
Anatoly, can you give me an example of a thing?
Which noun?
Just
Thing?
a thing.
Thing. Computer.
Okay. Thing noun equals computer. Good. Good. And now, Victor, can
Yes.
you give me the name of maybe an emotion, something we feel?
Sadly, maybe.
Again, please?
Sadly, sad. What do you say when you are
Uh,
sad? No? Frustration. Okay, Igor. Yes, this is good way. This is
oh,
better.
first. Got it. Okay. Thank you. Frustration. Yes. And this is actually a perfect example of one of the endings we are studying.
All right.
Boy. Okay. Feeling equals. Yes. Okay, good. All right. So, what is happening here? How are we making these nouns? The simple answer. Let's keep using frustration. So the verb equals frustrate. This class frustrates students. I'm joking. Yeah. So what we do is we take the word frustrate and we add shun, frustration, to make the noun. Can someone give me an example of a noun using yes. Okay. Ment, with a ment ending. M-E-N-T.
Enlightenment.
Say that again, Igor.
Yeah, just look at the chat. The chat box.
Okay.
Enlightenment.
Yes. That's close. It's enlightenment. Enlightenment.
What is the meaning of enlightenment?
Enlightenment means to give. Is the giving of knowledge.
All right. Yeah. It's like a rule, but no rule. Yes.
No, not exactly, but it's like when someone is giving you knowledge, you hope that your teachers will give you, will enlighten you with English, for example.
Right.
That's the verb. That's the verb, and then so for the noun we would say, for example, let's see, Burbling is a good source. Yeah. Source of enlightenment. At least for English. Any questions so far?
No.
No? Okay, good. Just checking. All right. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Putting knowledge into you. Uh-huh. Okay, next. So, let's see. Just for time, we have the next, so we have done the TION, and we have this. Roxana, can you think of an ending with ITY, itty, a noun?
ITY.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can't made of.
It's okay. It's okay. No problem. Just for time, I will write one. Yes. Ability. Ability.
Yes, my opportunity.
Opportunity. Good. That's a better one. Okay. Okay. Opportunity. Uh-oh. Okay. Next. Anatoly, can you give me an example, please, of a word that ends with NESS?
Happiness.
Happiness. Good. Mm-hmm. Happiness. Good. Okay. And can you please read the next line that says nouns for people?
Nouns for people. Air or east.
Mm-hmm. Good. Thank you. Igor, can you give me examples for these?
Fortune teller, actor, purist, receptionist, and many others.
Good. Good. Fortune teller, actor, purist. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Purist.
There was receptionist.
Receptionist. That works too. Someone who answers the phone, takes care of the
Buddhist.
papers. Sorry?
Like a monk. What Buddhist or Buddhist? I don't know how to say it correctly.
Baptist?
No.
No.
Well, Baptist works too. Baptist works too. Oh, no problem.
Okay. Good.
Teacher.
Okay, can you read the next line for about verbs?
Verbs rarely have special endings because they get manipulated for tense, usually the shortest word form. Well, there is an in for gerund.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Like verbal noun in this case.
So, does anyone not understand this line about verbs? Or is it clear? Okay, I will, oops.
There are also, pure nouns from this ing engines like timing, meeting. They became pure nouns, not verbal nouns.
Yes, yes. And sometimes we will see when we look at the other documents that a noun and a verb can be the same. Like some of our words for emotion, for example, hope is a verb and a noun.
Yes.
Doesn't take an ending. Okay. Just for time, Igor, can you tell me who is still in the room?
Sorry, tell you what?
Do we who do we still have? Because I think I saw that someone has left.
Me, Victor Lenin, Roxana, and Anatoly.
Oh, we do. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Just for time, okay, so Victor, can you read the line for adjectives, please?
Okay. Adjectives. Aus, able, able, all, and, ing, cool, less, icy, if.
A lot of them. So we will only do a couple of examples because we need to move on. So can anyone think of examples with these endings?
Obvious.
Obvious, good.
Adventurous.
Okay.
What about a different ending?
Breakable, incredible. Coaxical, blessed. Cunning, beautiful.
Good.
Well, if.
You're speaking faster than I can type. Roxana, do you have any examples?
Brainless. Fantastic.
Roxana,
Cheerful.
cheerful. Okay. And Anatoly, do you have any examples?
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Unless.
Yes. Sorry?
Unless, can you?
Can you write it for me, please? Oh, unless. No. Unless is a... I forget right now what part of speech that is. Oi. Unless. It is, yeah, that is not an adjective. Oh, thank you. Motionless. Good. Good. Motionless. I like it. Okay. And Anatoly, can you read the last two lines, please.
Adverbs li,
And then wait a minute. The next line too, please.
to form an adverb, add li to the adjective form, not the noun verb form.
So usually, when we want to make an adverb, we change or morph. We reform the adjective by adding the ending. And Roxana, can you read the next line, please?
I missed the next line. It's if two word forms are the same, it will usually be the noun and verb. Parent, answer, guess.
What is the answer?
Answer it's when you ask something, other people can give you the answer.
No, they want you to guess if parent is a noun, what is the
Sorry. Answer is the noun and is the verb too.
exactly. Okay, I want to give you a tip for a tip for pronunciation. When we say this word, we do not pronounce it. We do not pronounce all of the letters. Sounds like answer.
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 The W is silent.
Answer. Answer.
Good. That is one of the confusing things about English.
Answer. Okay.
Okay. And the last line, Victor, can you read it, please?
Nouns ending. Nouns ending in tune will usually take the AR suffix for adjectives.
The AL suffix. So,
Suffix.
does anyone know what a suffix is?
I don't know. What is suffix?
Okay. A suffix is just the technical name, but a common name for a word and for the end of a word.
For
It's
the
what
end of, sorry?
it is the common name for the end of a word.
Okay.
So, whoops, just a second. So, okay. There is a class, if you search Verbling classes, there is a class about roots. I know Igor was in that class. There is a class about roots, which is the main part of a word, and the suffix is what we add to the root, or sometimes we will add a suffix after another suffix. Okay, does anyone have any questions so far? Okay, I think not. All right, good. Okay. I am going to stop. Here we go. I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. Okay. Did it stop sharing the screen?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Okay. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to share the next thing. We're going to look at a document, which is here we go. This one. There we go. Okay. And this was also in the class materials, so you can download it if you want to. Can someone please post a link in the Verbling chat for me, for anyone who is watching that wants to download this or see it? I would appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Have any of you seen this before?
No.
Anything like this? No. Okay.
No.
This is what we call a word family chart. Can anyone tell me why would something like this be useful?
Because knowing all these suffixes, prefixes, endings, you can figure out a word that you came across falsely for the first time, but actually you know another form of this word. So in that case, you might, realize that this word is actually the same word you know, but in a slightly different form. So no problem.
That's one thing we can use it for. Any other ideas?
For future reference, like for morphological goals, like morphological study.
Yeah.
Also to show how the words change. Also a great idea.
Good.
Just to stare at it when you have nothing better to do.
Oh yes. That works. Victor, Anatoly, can you think of a reason why this kind of chart might be useful?
Because Victor is speaking, so because I think that with this chart we can we can understand the context of the word. You know me? It's like we can see that the context of one word we can use in many things like noun, verb, adjective. This is it's like the morphology. This is
Yes.
the meaning. This is the feeling of this church.
Okay. Good. Anatoly, what do you think?
I think it is this chart helps us to understand grammar rules because it put in systematic order.
Right. And Roxana, do you have anything to add? I guess not. Okay, yes. And so what you can do when you learn a new word, for example, if you learn the verb hope, you can watch for examples. You can watch for times when you hear this word with different endings, or you read it. Or you can do a search in a dictionary or Google and try to find other parts of speech with these endings to go with hope. As you see here, we have adjectives: hopeful, hopeless.
Okay.
What does hopeful mean? Does anyone know?
Full of hope.
Да ладно, really?
You know Russian?
I know, wrong class, right? Um,
Well, it was like Captain Adversity in action.
oh gosh.
Poetry. Poetry in motion.
Poetry in motion. Oh gosh. um, hopeless. What does hopeless mean?
No hope.
No hope.
No hope. Yes.
Right, because less means
Deprived of hope.
less or not. Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. You see, that is the thing, that is the important thing to know about a morpheme. Oops. A morpheme is, oh dear, just a minute. A morpheme is a group of, a part of a word that has a meaning. And if you reduce or you take off some of this part, for example, if you take the second S off of less, then it no longer, it does not have meaning anymore. It stops having meaning.
Mhm.
That's why I said it was not about grammar, as Anatoly thought, but it's about semantics, I think.
Actually, I think you can use it for both, because I like his thought about how it shows a systematic order. It's a way to see it visually. But so you are both right, actually. This chart, really, you can use it in the way that is most meaningful for you.
Mhm.
So for you, Igor, you use it for semantics, and maybe Anatoly will use it for grammar. Maybe Roxana will use it for both, or maybe not.
Mhm.
Maybe we will not use it.
Oh, I forgot. You were the one who promised to torture me.
I don't mean anything by that.
Oh, I
Anyway.
know. It's okay. It's okay. It's supposed to be a little fun. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Um, there it is. Okay. Um, why did it do that? Um, Excuse me, I'm having some technical problems here. There we go. Okay. So, um, let's think about what would you do if you wanted to create one of these for yourself? Is this something you would use regularly, do you think, to remember and learn new words?
Well, as for me, I don't know how it works for others, but for me, it's just enough to know the meanings of these morphemes. And
Uh-huh.
in that case, when I know what particular morphemes modify a particular word, then I will remember it without no problem.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So there is no need to write it down to note it. But
Right.
it's only for me. I don't know for others.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. And some people do not need the visual representation or the visual memory, the visual chart for memory. But one thing you can do is that if you learn a new word and then you try to use that word to complete the chart, then you have multiplied. You have taken one word and maybe now you have learned 3 new words, not just one. So you have um, expanded, then you have increased the number of words you have learned.
There is a problem to that because the only real morpheme that can be used without any fear, I think it's prefixes like re for again and engine for for the verbs like actor and other things. But like full, some nouns may not take full or less. They will take uh, shin or jin or anything like that, and there is no way, I think, to predict this behavior.
No, not always, except there are some, like for example, able becomes ability. So adjectives ending in able will often take the ity ending, but English likes to break all of its rules. So this is not a rule that you can always use.
That's what I was talking about.
Exactly.
That's confusing. It's like why it's beautiful, but not beautyless, or
or
why is it
beautiful.
why is it famous and not fameful? Why?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Exactly.
There is no rule to that, so it may be confusing in this case. But it's still a good idea to know these morphemes because they make sense this way.
Well, they can help you when you are reading or listening to begin to understand the meaning of a new word. For example, if you hear a word that ends with ity, usually it is a noun. You need to use other clues, but this helps you to begin to understand the meaning. Okay. But I'm going to show you one more way that you can use these.
Okay.
Stop sharing this. Yay, I'm getting faster.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, so This chart is not a general chart. It is contextual. And the title makes it obvious what the context is.
I don't see the title.
Oh, wait a minute. You see it now?
Yes.
Sorry about that. There we go. Weather. Yeah, this is a chart I made for weather vocabulary. And you see that with a chart, a contextual chart, there are maybe a lot of blanks, because you can put more words in here, but they do not go with the context of weather. They are used in other contexts. But this chart, if you make a chart like this, it can help you remember the words for a specific context and the different parts of speech. Talk about something like the weather. Are there any questions so far?
Is there
No?
any word? Is there any word like rainless? Like there is no rain, rainless.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Jeez.
But would it make sense?
No, no. As a native
Very
speaker,
nice.
my brain says no.
Watery, watery in the adjective, no? No.
Oh, what? Sorry?
In the adjective, water, weather. No, I don't know what is the word.
Watery?
Watery is
Mm.
good.
Yes, but we would not usually say watery in the context of weather.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You say humid in this case.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mhm.
Sorry? You use what?
You say humid in this
Humid.
case.
All right. Humid. Okay. Humidity.
Mm-hmm.
Humidity. Okay.
So can anyone tell me what are the limits to this strategy of working with vocabulary, of using vocabulary? What are the things that it will not help you with?
Because no all words have the same context in the different nouns, verb, adjective, or adverb. I can see that you cannot use all nouns for find the verb, adjective, or adverb forms. You know,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and the other thing that I need when you use the final letters
The
depends on
final.
the final endings. You know, when you
Uh-huh.
use how you use is better. How you use depends on the word. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like, for example, it's different the ending for flute and fog in the adjective, for example, because the flute is fluted, you use ed ending, and the fog you use fuji, you use a y ending. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you use it depends of the grammatic of the word.
Yeah. So, so what you can do, though, is you can make a chart like this, And you can maybe add columns to show other things like the beginnings. We call them prefixes. For example, like Igor told us about something like reactor. That adds something to the root act. Excuse me. So these are only examples that I have made. This is not the only way you can use these charts. I am only trying to give you one strategy that you can use.
Okay, and it's good. Thank you. So, for example, when you use the noun sky,
Mm-hmm.
so in this chart, sky in the verb, adjective, and adverb columns does not have word. So I can say that sky is just sky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a noun sky and no more other words. Is
Exactly.
good or yeah?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
exactly. And sometimes,
okay.
sometimes you you don't have other words, and that's fine. You see that this chart has many blank places,
Yes.
and that's
Yeah.
okay. That's
All
okay
right.
because this chart will show that you cannot always form new words.
Okay, I understand the objective of this chart right now. Thank you.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Um, Anatoly, do you have any thoughts? I'm sorry, you have not had many chances to speak.
Uh, Not additional thoughts. I like studying words in context. I think it is faster and more suitable for memory.
Hmm. Yes, this is, as I said, this is only one strategy. So this does not give you the context. It is only a way to begin with new vocabulary. But that is a good point. Thank you. We are at the top of the hour. So does anyone have a final thought? So before I stop the broadcast.
I'm sorry, can you just take some examples with words sun and storm like a verb?
To storm. Mhm. We can say it is rare to use this, but we can say it stormed last night.
Okay, I see. And we can say the same with sun. It sunned.
Mm-hmm. Almost. So in this case, we use it with a person. For example, the cat was sunning himself on the by the window.
It
For
means it was sitting on the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
He was
Exactly.
he was basking in this case.
Basking
Yeah.
in the sun or sunning himself. Yes, there are two ways to say it. Mm-hmm.
Probably wanted to get a tan.
Okay, and we are out of time. So if you have other feedback for me, please send me a message. And if you have other subjects you would like me to teach, topics, please also send me a message with a request.
Thank you very much.
Thank
thank you.
you.
Goodbye.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, Holly. Thank you.
Oops. Where is that?